Finally, something of substance can be done about this Jew hate, Christian hate on college campuses initiated by Muslim jihadis. Hi, Tom Trento, director of the United West. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem with the Hamas in the Middle East, in Gaza, in Israel. But we also have a problem with the same exact Hamas going after Jewish and Christian students.
The Executive Director of American Muslims for Palestine, Dr. Osama Abu Rashed.
Tell Netanyahu, screw you, screw your map, screw your government. We will dismantle this apartheid state. We will dismantle this genocide state. Israel, in its current form, will cease to exist.
What are we going to do about this problem? Well, we have a unique idea here at the United West. We can finally implement a plan we've been working on for many years, a plan that has both a stick and a carrot. On the stick side, we use the full force of the American government against those who are initiating Jew hatred on university campuses, against those enemies of the state. Let me give you an example as to how this would work. We have a university that's allowing campus protests that are disrupting the normal activity of a Jewish student walking to class. These protests are beyond the pale of the First Amendment. They don't even meet the minimum criteria of the school's policy of hate speech and all of these issues. So the president calls up the school and says, "What's going on, guys? You got Jew hatred there, cut it out." The U.S. Congress calls up the school and says, "Guess what? Federal funding going bye-bye." Guess what? The Department of Justice calls up that school and says, all those individuals and those Hamas-associated organizations, we're launching an investigation into the leadership. We're going to see if we can tie them to terrorism. Foreign students taking place in Jew hatred on campuses. Tom Homan gets a call. They get deported. The full strength of the United States government coming down like a stick. Actually, this stick is like Thor's hammer with the full force of the United States government. But what about the carrot side? The carrot side is an appeal to the better angels at universities. Every leadership council at a university wants great students. We happen to know where there are great students that would love to fulfill their educational objectives at some of these marvelous Ivy League and other schools in the United States where there is Jew hatred on campuses. And where are these wonderful students? They are over in Israel as members of the Israeli Defense Forces. What? Soldiers? Yes, soldiers. In Israel, when you finish high school at 18, mandatory service for at least 3 years, then the reserves for many years. Well, many of the warfighters have finished their service now and are ready to go back to fulfill their educational objectives, and many want to come to the United States to do that. Right now, over 2,000 Israelis are in school in the United States. Can you imagine? And we're going to initiate this program, the United West. Can you imagine donors providing the money for IDF men and women to come and be on campuses here where there is Jew hatred, not to fight with weapons, but to fight with an ideology of peace, of truth, of justice, to stand alongside their brother and sister Jewish students who don't have the experience that Israelis have, Israelis supporting American Jewish students who come under the heavy boot of Islamic Jihad students through the MSA and American Muslims for Palestine and Students for Justice in Palestine. What a beautiful picture. And these are fearless, fearless fighters who put their life on the line to protect their home country. Now they're here not having to put their life on the line, to put their strength on the line to support their fellow Jewish brothers and sisters. What an amazing situation. Donors, I want you to consider something. Look, you have been writing checks to many of these problem schools for many years, decades. You graduated from some of these Ivy League schools, and these schools helped develop you into the person you are today, to the success you have today. But then in 2024, you were shocked that your school, your alma mater, was a bastion, a cauldron of Jew hate on campus, doing nothing about it. You don't know what to do with your donation money now. Well, doesn't it make more sense to invest at this point in a great student, an IDF combat soldier, to come to America, lay down their weapons, and take a stand on campus with the ideology of the West? You're investing in a great student to help repair what was once a great university. We don't need to abandon the universities. They need to be fixed from systemic Jew hatred, eradicate it, confront it, get rid of it. You can participate in that by getting the right wonderful people here and putting them in these schools to stand courageously, protectively with American Jewish students that don't have the experience Israelis have. This is a win-win program of any considerable proportion. Immediately after October 7, 2023, and October 8th, when Hamas unleashed Hamas USA, our phone here at the United West never stopped ringing. People kept asking, how did you guys know that this stuff was going on and that Hamas was in the United States and Hamas would attack? And we simply said, look, we've been yelling from the mountaintops for 17 years because we have a team of 15, 20 people who are experts on the issue, whether they served in the military or in the CIA or FBI or academia. We have a unique body of selectively talented people. And we're not just a think tank, and we're not just communicators. We go into the fight on the ground. We have been on college campuses confronting face to face. I've been in protests in Paris. I've been all over the place. We've done stuff unbelievable based upon the totality of our experience and our expertise and our phenomenal relations with the new administration and our relations with Israel. We know a plan like this that has a stick and has a carrot with the unique paradigm shift of IDF soldiers studying peacefully in the United States is workable. We know we can finally eradicate Jew hatred on the university campuses, but we need you joining with us. As we like to say here, one team, one fight. Give us a call, join with us, and together we can help solve the problem and teach universities they need to do that which is right and true and proper. Thank you very much.